Here's a secret that English schools never tell you. Native speakers break grammar rules constantly, use words incorrectly, and still sound perfectly fluent. Meanwhile, you follow every grammar rule perfectly and still sound like a textbook. Today, I'm revealing the 7 hidden strategies that will have you speaking like you grew up speaking English. This changes everything you think you know about fluency. Welcome to Learn English 2 podcast. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into the mystery of native-like fluency. You've probably met people who learned English as adults, but sound completely natural, while others who studied for years still sound foreign. The difference isn't talent or time, it's strategy. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll uncover exactly how native speakers think, speak, and express themselves. You'll discover why your perfect grammar might actually be holding you back, and learn the authentic patterns that make English flow naturally. By the end, you'll have a complete roadmap to native-like fluency. Let's unlock these secrets together. Secret number 1, the thought flow method. Here's the biggest mistake advanced learners make. You think in your native language, translate to English, then speak. Native speakers never translate. Their thoughts and words flow as one continuous stream. Let me show you the difference. Non-native thinking. I want to express that I disagree with this opinion, but I don't want to be rude. So I will use a polite phrase first. Native thinking. I see your point, but honestly, I think there's another way to look at this. Notice how the native version flows naturally without overthinking politeness structures. Native speakers trust their instincts when it comes to tone and flow. They don't calculate politeness. They feel it. Here's your first practice. Instead of planning your sentence structure, start with your genuine reaction. If someone says, "I think pineapple on pizza is terrible," don't think, "I need to disagree politely using the structure I learned." Instead, let your natural reaction guide you. "Really? I actually love it." Or, "Oh no, you're missing out." The key is emotional authenticity first, then let the words follow naturally. Native speakers prioritize expressing their genuine reaction over perfect sentence construction. Secret number 2, sound linking techniques. Native speakers don't speak word by word. They create sound chains that flow like music. This is called connected speech, and it's absolutely crucial for sounding natural. Listen to how I say this sentence slowly. I am going to eat an apple. Now listen to the native speed. I'm gonna eat an apple. The sounds blend together. Going to becomes gonna, eaten becomes eaten. This isn't lazy speech. It's how English naturally flows when spoken at normal speed. Here are the essential linking patterns. When a word ends in a consonant and the next word starts with a vowel, they connect. Think about it becomes think about it. When words end and begin with the same sound, they merge. Big game becomes big game with one G sound, not 2. Practice this linking exercise. Say these phrases slowly, then speed up while maintaining the connections. Pick it up becomes pick it up. Turn off the light becomes turn off the light. What are you doing becomes what are you doing, or even what you doing. This sound linking is what creates the musical quality of native English. Master this, and you'll immediately sound more natural. Secret number 3, natural filler strategy. Here's something that shocks language learners. Native speakers use filler words constantly, and it actually makes them sound more fluent, not less. The key is using the right fillers in the right situations. Formal fillers for thinking time. Well, let me think about that. That's a great question. You know, I've been wondering about that myself. Casual fillers for conversation flow. So basically, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, emotional fillers for emphasis. Oh my gosh. Seriously though, I can't even, no way. The mistake many learners make is avoiding fillers completely, which creates unnatural pauses, or using the same filler repeatedly. Native speakers vary their fillers based on context and emotion. Let me demonstrate. Non-native pause. What do you think about the new policy? Long silence. I think it is good. Native flow. What do you think about the new policy? Oh, well, that's actually a really good question. Honestly, I think it has some benefits. But I'm still figuring out how it affects everyone. The fillers buy thinking time while keeping the conversation alive and showing engagement. Practice using different fillers based on the situation, and your speech will sound dramatically more natural. Secret number 4. Cultural context. Clues. Native speakers communicate with cultural shortcuts that textbooks never teach. They reference shared experiences, use cultural metaphors, and assume common knowledge. Understanding these context clues is essential for true fluency. For example, when someone says, "It's not rocket science," they're not talking about space technology. They mean it's not that complicated when they say we're not in Kansas anymore. They're referencing a movie to mean this is very different from what we're used to. But cultural context goes deeper than idioms. It's about understanding why natives choose certain words or phrases in specific situations. When someone asks, "How are you?" in passing, the cultural expectation is a brief positive response like, "Good, thanks," not a detailed health report. Here's how to develop cultural fluency. Pay attention to when natives use certain expressions. Notice that "I appreciate it" is more formal than "thanks," that "no worries" is casual reassurance, and that "my bad" is informal apology language. Start incorporating cultural references naturally. Instead of saying "I made an error," try "my bad" in casual situations. Instead of "this is very difficult," try "this is like rocket science" when appropriate. These cultural shortcuts instantly make you sound more native-like. Secret number 5. Emotion expression, patterns. Native speakers don't just communicate information. They communicate emotion constantly. Every sentence carries emotional undertones that non-native speakers often miss. Mastering emotional expression patterns is crucial for natural fluency. Listen to how emotion changes meaning. That's interesting. With rising intonation shows genuine curiosity. That's interesting with flat intonation suggests skepticism or polite disinterest. Same words, completely different messages. Native speakers use specific patterns to express common emotions. For excitement, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." "No way, really?" "That's so cool." For disappointment, "Oh, that's too bad." "Ugh, seriously?" "Well, that sucks." For agreement with enthusiasm, "Absolutely." "Exactly." "That's so true." For polite disagreement, "I can see that, but..." That's one way to look at it. I'm not sure I agree. Practice matching your emotional expression to your actual feelings. If you're excited, let your voice rise and your pace quicken. If you're disappointed, let your voice drop and slow down. Native speakers' emotions and speech patterns are perfectly aligned. The key is authenticity. Don't fake emotions, but do learn to express your genuine emotions the way natives do. This creates the natural connection that makes conversations flow effortlessly. Secret number 6. Advanced vocabulary placement. Here's a counterintuitive truth. Native speakers don't always use advanced vocabulary, but when they do, they place it strategically for maximum impact. Learning this placement strategy is crucial for sounding sophisticated without sounding forced. Non-native mistake. Using complex words unnecessarily. I will endeavor to accomplish this task expeditiously. Native approach. Simple base with strategic complexity. I'll try to get this done quickly, but it might be more challenging than anticipated. Notice how the native version uses mostly simple words, but places anticipated strategically for sophistication? This is an advanced vocabulary placement. You use complex words when they add genuine value, not to show off. Here's the pattern. Start with clear, simple language, then add 1 or 2 advanced words that enhance meaning. The weather was bad becomes, the weather was absolutely miserable. I don't like it becomes, I'm not particularly fond of it. Practice this placement strategy. Take simple sentences and enhance them with 1 strategic word. The movie was good becomes, the movie was surprisingly engaging. She talks a lot becomes, she's incredibly articulate. It's hard to understand becomes, it's rather perplexing. This strategic placement makes you sound educated and native-like without sounding pretentious or unnatural. Secret number 7. Native response formulas. The final secret is understanding that native speakers use predictable response formulas for common situations. Learning these formulas gives you instant fluency in everyday interactions. Agreement formulas. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. I couldn't agree more. That's exactly what I was thinking. Disagreement formulas. I see your point, but that's interesting. However, I'm not sure I agree. I have a slightly different perspective. Interest formulas. That sounds fascinating. Tell me more about that. I'd love to hear more. How did that work out? Sympathy formulas. I'm so sorry to hear that. That must have been difficult. I can't imagine how that felt. You've been through a lot. Excitement formulas. That's incredible. I'm so excited for you. That's the best news. You must be thrilled. The beauty of these formulas is that they work in multiple situations and always sound natural. Practice using different formulas for the same emotion, and you'll develop the variety that native speakers use naturally. Putting it all together. The Native Speaker Challenge. Now let's combine all 7 secrets in real conversation practice. I'll present a scenario, and you'll use everything we've learned to respond like a native speaker. Scenario. Your friend tells you they got promoted at work, but they're nervous about the new responsibilities. Think about your response using our 7 secrets. Express genuine emotion, use cultural context, include natural fillers, and choose strategic vocabulary. Here's a native-like response. Oh my gosh, congratulations. That's amazing news. I mean, I can totally understand being nervous about new responsibilities, but honestly, they wouldn't have promoted you if they didn't think you could handle it. You know what they say? Growth happens outside your comfort zone. I'm so excited for you. How are you feeling about everything? Notice how this response includes emotional authenticity, cultural reference, natural fillers, sound linking, and strategic vocabulary placement. It flows naturally while expressing genuine support and interest. Advanced practice. Thinking in English. Let's practice the thought flow method with complex topics. Instead of translating your thoughts, let your English thoughts develop naturally. Topic: Your opinion on social media's impact on society. Don't think in your native language first. Let your English thoughts form directly. You know, social media is really complicated. On the one hand, it connects people across the world, which is incredible. But honestly, sometimes I think we're more connected to our phones than to the people sitting right next to us. I mean, when was the last time you had dinner without someone checking their phone? It's kind of crazy when you think about it. This is thinking in English. The thoughts form naturally with native patterns, fillers, and emotional expressions. Practice this daily with different topics until it becomes automatic. Real-time fluency building. Here's your ultimate fluency exercise. For 1 week, commit to using all 7 secrets in your daily English conversations. Start small with 1 secret per day, then gradually combine them. Day 1. Focus only on thought flow. Respond to questions without translating first. Day 2. Add. Sound linking to your responses. Day 3. Include. Natural fillers for smoother conversation flow. Day 4. Incorporate. Cultural references and context clues. Day 5. Express emotions authentically using native patterns. Day 6. Use strategic vocabulary placement. Day 7. Apply native response formulas in all interactions. By the end of the week, these patterns will start becoming automatic, and your fluency will improve dramatically. The confidence factor. Here's something crucial that native speakers understand intuitively. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being authentic and engaged in communication. Native speakers make mistakes, forget words, and stumble over sentences regularly. The difference is that they don't let these moments break their flow. When you forget a word, do what natives do. What's that word I'm looking for? Oh, you know what I mean. When you make a mistake, quickly self-correct and continue. I mean, what I meant to say was, when you don't understand something, wait, can you run that by me again? These recovery strategies keep conversations flowing naturally and actually make you sound more fluent, not less. Embrace imperfection as part of natural communication. Beyond grammar, natural English logic, finally, understand that native speakers follow natural English logic, which sometimes contradicts formal grammar rules. We say, "Who did you see?" not "Whom did you see?" We end sentences with prepositions. What are you thinking about? We use contractions constantly. I'd have done it differently instead of I would have done it differently. This natural logic prioritizes communication flow over grammatical perfection. Start trusting English rhythm and natural patterns over rigid rules, and your fluency will soar. We've just revealed the 7 secrets that separate native-like speakers from textbook learners. The thought flow method eliminates translation delays. Sound linking creates natural rhythm. Strategic fillers maintain conversation flow. Cultural context provides authentic communication shortcuts. Emotional expression patterns create genuine connection. Advanced vocabulary placement adds sophistication without pretension. And native response formulas give you instant fluency in common situations. Remember, native-like fluency isn't about perfection. It's about authentic, confident communication that flows naturally. Your journey to native-like fluency starts right now. Choose one secret from today's lesson and commit to practicing it this week. Start conversations using the thought flow method, experiment with sound linking, or try incorporating cultural references naturally. The more you practice these authentic patterns, the more natural they'll become. If these secrets opened your eyes to a new way of thinking about English fluency, smash that like button and subscribe to Learn English 2 podcast for more game-changing lessons like this. Hit the notification bell because next week we're diving into advanced conversation strategies that will blow your mind. Which secret will you try first? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stop studying English and start living it.